What is your dream job? This might be controversial.
These are lessons I wish somebody had told me back when I was just a cute little 17-year-old looking at university and wondering what I was going to do with my life.
We're told just to pick one job that we're gonna have for the rest of our lives.
Which seems kind of crazy because of the billion different hobbies and interests that I have, I'm supposed to pick just one that I'm going to do until I perish. I believe them, and I did all the things that you're supposed to do. I got my undergrad, I got my master's, and I worked in speech language pathology in hospitals and clinics until I had the opportunity to move across the country and work in federal politics. I took a huge leap of faith, sold everything I had, moved across the country before I even had a full-time job lined up. Guess what? If I had thought that my dream job was only going to be as a speech language pathologist, I wouldn't have done it. I work with so many professionals who feel trapped that they must stay with this one dream job that they supposedly had for the rest of their lives. Guess what? Your dreams can change. This idea and pressure that people put on themselves to only have one dream job or stick to one career, I just don't think is fair to you. I get it. You might have invested a lot of money and time. I did also in my master's. It was so scary to leave that first career, but it was worth it. And my second career, it was a totally different landscape. I did not get to work with individual patients anymore, which I certainly missed because, man, being able to give somebody the gift of language to communicate their wants and desires and connect with their family, oh, that was such a beautiful, it was just beautiful. Like, it's really hard to describe how much it means to be able to see like a husband and wife finally be able to talk to each other after they've had a stroke. Then in my second career, I passed legislation that impacted every single Canadian and some of our multilateral agreements. I met several world leaders, the Dalai Lama, and it was really amazing to be able to have that kind of impact at scale. I think what's also important is that people assume you leave a job because you don't like it. That's wrong. I loved being a speech pathologist. I still love it, but I wanted to do something else and more. And I don't think it's fair to hold yourself back just because of expectations or an older version of you. But then guess what? I knew that federal politics was not my permanent destination. And so I moved again to my third city for my third career. Was it scary and difficult and hard? Yes. Was it worth it? Yes. I think the main principle that was so important for this career move was being open. I was open to looking at different opportunities, different roles, different companies, and different structures of that I was not open to before because I thought that I would just like get married, settle down, have kids, and like be a speech language pathologist until I die. Wrong. Now in this new career, I had an opportunity to do something totally different, which I then did. And it was really exciting because I got to work with a lot of really exciting companies and work in hiring and talent and talk to so many interesting and exciting people. If I had stayed stuck to this idea of like one dream job, I wouldn't have then been open to starting my own recruitment agency and now working and combining all of my life experience as a communication and career coach, career strategist, and help so many people figure out to how to actually navigate their career. Because ultimately, I wish really I had me, the younger version of me, oh my goodness, really would have benefited from this version of me now. If I could have just sat down and told that girl so many things, it would have been very, very helpful for that poor person. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh my goodness. So that's what I do now. I love it. I'm sharing these stories with you in hopes that I can save you some of the years of pain that I went through. And I hope this doesn't sound as though I'm like wagging my finger at you. I'm simply trying to give you a different